AOC? What about the open border? Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce the human smuggler in chief. Where's your photo up now? Where are the tears? Fake tears. Fake tears. Fake tears. Fake tears. Fake tears. AOC's a liar. AOC's a liar. AOC's a liar. AOC's a liar. Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce Joe Biden.
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, the craziest sale that I've ever partaken or partook. Hey, don't worry about the English. $5 shirts, $10 hoodies, pre-election blowout sale. $5 shirts. You ain't gonna find a $5 shirt nowhere. You can go to Hunter Biden's crack house and you won't find a $5 shirt. Get your shirt today. I wanted y'all to be able to wear all your fun, favorite political merch ahead of the election. That's why I'm doing this sale. $5 shirt, $10 hoodies. You better get it now because it's only going through the election. Buy it, buy it, buy it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications. Anytime I go live, I make a video. Make sure that you're still subscribed to this channel. Like this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this video. I'm not subscribed to the video. Share this video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Let me just add this in here because I want you guys to understand how much of a, I want to curse, but I can't because it's the radio, how much of a butt whooping we're going to dish out to these Democrats. I want to give you some numbers here because I think this is an indication of a landslide. Bill Clinton in 1994 lost 52 seats in the House and 8 seats in the Senate. And in 98, obviously because he was politically savvy, he only gained 5 seats back in the House. He lost over 40 seats in the House and Senate, and his approval rating was much higher than where Biden's approval rating is today. Let's go down to Barack Insane Obama. In 2010, midterms, Barack Obama lost 63 seats in the House, 6 seats in the Senate in 2010. And he was the most beloved president of all time. And then in 2014, if the red tsunami wasn't enough, he lost another 13 seats in the House and another 9 seats in the Senate. This should be a clear indication that we should stump a mud hole in these people's you-know-what. These Democrats should be drowned out of the political conversation in this midterm. Given the fact that Barack Obama's approval ratings and people's general concern of the country wasn't as bad as under Joe Biden. So Barack Obama lost almost 100 seats in the House, and he lost 15 seats in the Senate. Joe Biden's finna take a massive L. We'll talk about it more when I come back from the break. Hold the phone.
All right, listen, okay.
You know, you just can't not dance to that music, especially if you're Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez dancing off her own constituents at a town hall this week as they voice their concerns about her far-left agenda.
This comes as a new poll shows Republican Congresswoman Mayra Flores has higher net favorability than AOC among Hispanics who know them.
Texas Congresswoman Mayra Flores joins us now. Congresswoman, great to have you with us. So I just want to put this to you openly. You can see what her reaction is, her dancing, her mocking of the protesters, but also the existence of the protesters themselves who are displeased with AOC. What stands out to you?
Well, honestly, I find it very disrespectful that she doesn't take the time to hear their concerns. At the end of the day, they are her constituents. They voted for her, and she wouldn't be in that position if it wasn't because of the people. So it's heartbreaking to see how she puts her political party first versus the American people. But it doesn't surprise me, and that is why she has no favorability also among Hispanics, because she doesn't represent us, our conservative values of God, family, and country, and also all about hard work. That is who we are in the Hispanic community, and she doesn't stand for none of that.
AOC, what about the migrants? What about the migrants, AOC? What about the little kids being at the southern border? What about the migrants, AOC? At the border. What about the little girls getting AOC, you're disgrace. Talk about the little girls. Talk about the ring trees, AOC. What about the open border? Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce the human smuggler in chief. Where's your photo op now? Where are the tears? Fake tears. Fake tears. Fake tears. Fake tears. Fake tears. AOC's a liar. AOC's a liar. AOC's a liar. AOC's a liar. Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce Joe Biden. Denounce Joe Biden.
I already told you what the approval ratings were, or at least alluded to the approval ratings of Obama and Clinton were far better than what Biden's approval ratings are. And they got destroyed. Obama lost, let me do the math, 76 seats in the House. 76 seats in the House Obama lost in his 2 midterm tenure. Also, he lost 15 seats in the Senate. The most popular president ever, with Biden as his VP, lost 15 seats in the Senate and 76 seats in the House of Representatives. And y'all already know Biden is nowhere near as favorable, popular as Barack insane Obama. Joe Biden's approval rating and his disapproval rating hit a fever pitch around August the 11th. You saw from January, obviously from his inception, he was upwards of approval rating hovering around the mid 50%, 55, 56%. His disapproval rating was hovering around the mid 40%. I would say more along the mid to high 40 percentile, around 42% or so of disapproval. Fast forward to today, it is completely reversed. His approval rating is now in the 40s, and his disapproval rating from the 40s are now in the 50s. 53% of people polled disapprove of Joe Biden. And his approval rating has dropped to only 41% actually think he's doing a good job. I wouldn't even say a good job. I think they think he's just not completely falling asleep behind the wheel. And I would argue some of those votes are because they hate Trump still, and they can't give Trump a victory no matter what. But Biden is completely getting destroyed. And it's not just one poll. I got polls. I got over 15, 20 polls on this sheet right here. I got the paper right here if you don't believe me. These polls are indicating very clearly and succinctly with sample sizes of well over 1,000. The Pew Research Center poll is over 5,000 samples. They graded BC. A-plus rating polls. Let's see where my A-plus rating polls at. So we got the A rating polls. The Monmouth University poll is an A-plus poll, has his approval rating at 40% and his disapproval rating at 53%, which is higher than the poll that I just acknowledged. The largest sample size poll has his approval rating at 38% and his disapproval rating at 59%, almost 60% disapproval rating. Hey, if we're speaking in reasonableness, and if you're a person that understands truth and you believe in history repeating itself, there is absolutely no way that Joe Biden don't lose more seats than Barack Obama, or at least close to the amount of seats that Barack Obama lost in his first term. I cannot see how Republicans don't just sweep the living daylights out of Democrats in the House. I don't see how. I do not see how. The wave is turning, ladies and gentlemen. The wave has turned. The silent majority will speak on election night. I'm compelled to believe that to be true. Same thing happened with Donald Trump. Was a lot of people out there saying, I support Trump. I support Trump. Remember in 2016? The polls were saying Trump was going to lose. There's no way Donald Trump will win. The polls were saying that they were going to lose. That's why I take these at face value. Because I've never participated in a poll. And a lot of first-time voters are going to not be in these polling samples. They cannot account for the amount of sickening or the amount of frustration that the American people have with these politicians. Nearly 100 FBI terrorist watch list suspects were caught at the southern border. Nearly 100 caught on terrorist watch lists. We got millions of people pouring into our country. You think the American people are gonna be okay with that? You think they want to vote for people that won't even take a stance on the southern border? Won't even take a stance. There's another article I was reading. The majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, struggling with inflation. You think the American people is worried about abortions? The abortion ain't got nothing to do with the paycheck to paycheck. Listen, most completely rational people that are not completely irresponsible are on birth control or some form of contraceptive, and they're not worried about getting pregnant and having abortions on demand. Most people are not worried about that. My family isn't worried about abortions. We're not worried. That's not a factor in our family. Just think about it. I got a 12-year-old son. I got an 18-month-old son. Me and my wife have another baby. We're going to have the baby. Abortion is not on our radar. Nothing about my family has anything to do with abortions. But rest assured, we see how much that gas costs. We see how much groceries cost now. And that's the average American person. Think about all the single men in the country. They ain't worried nothing about no abortions. They not finna have an abortion no time soon. But every day is a reminder when they drive by the gas pump that the gas prices are out of control. When we saw them going down under Trump, my 401k has taken a plummet. My stocks are literally falling apart. I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in the market. Not me, but I'm saying people that have been investing in the stock market. Of course it may recover, but I mean, some of these losses may not. The way that Democrats have handled COVID, people have not forgot. Some people couldn't even see their dying family members. And all of a sudden it's over now. All of a sudden nobody cared no more. Oh, we're not going to forget. Oh, no, we're not going to forget. Let me give you another article. The New York Supreme Court ruled to reinstate workers whom the state fired for refusing COVID-19 vaccines, according to Fox News. The court further ordered that the workers receive back pay. It's finna be a rude awakening for these Democrats, and I'm happy for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.